She's from the Downriver Pest Control, and she's the one that passed out all this information. She's going to talk to you a little bit and answer questions, and she'll give you a little background on what she does.
Good evening. First, I want to go back to something that you mentioned about the black boxes.
Good.
And how a cat got into that box. That would have had to be an incredibly small cat, first of all. These boxes are actually, they're child and animal tamper-proof, and they require a specialized key for entry. So it's not as though anyone can, any animal can actually access the poison that are inside these boxes. And if the boxes are placed correctly, and not to say that box couldn't have been damaged, might have been hit by a car or a high-low or whatever. But the safe and secure boxes that we use, they do require a specialized key for entry, and so we don't have to worry about unauthorized access by children or pets. In today's society, when kids are better at operating my smartphone, I can hand my smartphone to my 6-year-old granddaughter. Well, she's 7 now, I'm sorry. But I can hand it to her, and she knows how to operate it better than I do. But she can't open one of those boxes because she doesn't know how. So I did want to make mention of that because it's super important. I see so many instances where I go into home after home, yard after yard, people are having a problem. And I understand, if you need help, you have to ask for it. You cannot take the situation into your own hands, especially when you're dealing with a rodenticide. I've had way too many calls where people have actually gotten a hold of rodenticide and they just take it and they throw it out in the yard. There is no concern for anyone else's dog, cats, children. It's beautiful. It's a pretty blue color. And any 3-year-old that sees it might pick it up and put it in their mouth. So it's unfortunate that people do that. So I would say to you, everyone in this room, if you have any kind of access to a rodenticide and you're not placing it correctly, please, please, please pick it up. It's absolutely horrific to see an animal that has been poisoned, a dog, a cat. It's really a tough thing to look at. So, but the black boxes, when they are serviced correctly, they are very, very effective. I'm sorry?
How do we get a black box?
Well, that's where I come in. I'm with Downriver Pest Control, and we do a lot of work in the city of Taylor. One of the best things that we have going right now is we have communities that are getting together. And, you know, if you do something by yourself, great. But we all know that adage about it takes a village. Really, really, really makes a difference. If you want to see, change in your neighborhood, if you're being overrun by rats, gather up a few of your neighbors, get them to jump on the bandwagon. It's not only about hiring me, and certainly I want you to hire my company. I'm part owner of this company, but I want to see change because I've had it in my own neighborhood, and I've had to get on board and get my neighbors. And you know, it's not only about putting out the black boxes and the poison. It's about making a change. You have neighbors in your community that are older or they don't have access to, they're not well enough to get out and clean up their yard or pick up their dog droppings. Hey, you know what? I'm healthy. I can get out and help my neighbors. I'm not going to do it for every one of them, but if I do it for one neighbor and my neighbor sees me doing that, then that neighbor might be compelled to do and help someone else. I remember as a young child, my dad used to say, many hands make work light. And it stands true even more so today because we need as a community to draw together, help one another, and that's where the difference comes in. You know, if you've got one person doing one thing, that's great. That's good. If you've got 5 people doing the same thing, it's even better. We're working in a community in Taylor. We're working north of Ecorse Road, Hip and Huron Streets. We've had several complaints over there. I started working over there about 3.5 months ago. We now have 5 houses they're not all together. They're across the street, Hip, Huron, all the way up, almost onto Mayfair. And we are really seeing a difference in that whole situation. We go back about every 30 days and we service our boxes. We don't just go and drop them, and that's that. So it's really important that we stay on top of it.
Did the remedy leave back out of the box?
Yes, ma'am, it's not a trap.
Can you take it, wipe it out of the box?
No, ma'am, he cannot. And that's the lovely part, because there is a,
Two holes,
pardon me?
two holes. They come
Well,
in
there's-
either
no, but
side
I'm
in the
saying
wall.
There's a stationary piece in there that actually gets fed, the poison gets fed through the stationary piece, and it gets locked down into place. Then the lid is let down, and so there is no clearance. That lid comes right down on the top, and so the only way to get to that poison is through the sides and up through the middle. They stay in there and feed, and they poop, and they urinate, which is what they all do it. So the more that goes on inside these boxes, the more of them that are apt to come. So they cannot take out anything more than what they can get in their mouth, and they're pigs, they're rats, but they're gluttons, and they're gonna eat and eat and eat until they're full, and then they're out.
But then they believe in people poison and dogs or cats.
Well, they're not gonna walk out and throw up, but if you're in.
No.
Okay.
Our animal catches them though.
It is possible, yes, and I have seen with my own eyes, because trust me, just because I'm a pest control operator doesn't make me exempt to the problem. So I have actually witnessed my own dog actually throwing up a poisoned rat. So I have two crazy pit bull dogs, and they will tear apart anything that comes in our yard, which is unfortunate. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying wildlife. And yeah, I have witnessed my own dog throwing up. I have never, ever, in 31 years I've been here, okay? I've been doing this work for 31 years. I've never, ever had anyone call me and tell me their dog or cat ate a poisoned animal, a poisoned rodent, and now their dog is dead. So yeah, this is about the safest option I can offer you as an exterminator. You made some very valid points about the feral cats, and that's great too. It's all of us working together to come up with a solution. Okay, go ahead.
You know, we're dealing with a company right now, and the way he explained this poison to me is they eat it, they leave, and it takes some time, and it does something to the clotting of the blood, and they die normally away. It's not like they're going to die right in your backyard.
Sure, they're not going to collapse as soon as they walk out of the box, absolutely not. But also, you can't guarantee, I can't guarantee you that they're not going to die in your yard. They are drawn to water after they've had a significant feeding. And, you know, generally, if you're going to find them in your yard, I mean, you have to ask yourself, what's the lesser of two evils? Do you want to find a live rat or do you want to find a dead rat? You know, so myself personally, when I was battling them, I was way relieved to find the dead rats in my yard. You know, pardon me?
I just wouldn't want to go out and find a dead cat or a dog.
Right, well, right, again, and you know, they can't, a dog or cat can't get into these boxes.
No, but if that rat dies in your yard, they can eat it, and then you're in the same situation.
Well, it's called secondary poisoning, and it can happen, but I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you, 31 years here, never, not one call have I ever gotten. Seriously, I'm being honest with you.
Well, as much as we've had to hit our boxes, we haven't yet to have a dead rat in our yard.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
With as many rats that's hit our boxes, we've yet to find a dead rat in our yard.
Well, I don't know what's being used in your boxes.
Well, we got the boxes, we got two types of packets, and they have these green, hard, there's two types of bait in them.
Sure, I understand. There's a lot of bait on the market. I don't know exactly
And
what
he
they're
told
using.
me these are strictly, it can't hurt anything. And like you said, nothing can get in these holes
Right.
but rats and mice.
That's what they're designed for. That's what these people do for a living. They're designed for that specifically. Go ahead. Pardon me?
How large is the boxes?
They are approximately 12 inches.
2 bricks.
So, you know, you may know, you may not know. Rats don't have any bones, okay? They're basically cartilage and blood and fur. So they, you know, they can swerve around and they can slither under, and they get inside these boxes and eat. They want to eat, that's their thing. And so, this sheet that I brought you tonight just has some helpful hints on it about things that we can do for ourselves to eliminate harborages, which is the main thing. You know, if you've got piles of stuff in your yard, if you have dogs and you're not picking up your droppings, that's the number one thing. Dog food, dog poop. Rats, number one, favorite food, dog poop, dog food. What is dog poop is just dog food that's made the channel, you know, so they love it. And your neighbors, if you're not picking up your droppings, if your neighbors are not picking up their droppings, it's just adding to the problem. It's a really, really big problem.